Hi everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report that reveals a company in a bit of a bind. Let's just say if you're an investor in 4Front Ventures, you might want to buckle up because it looks like they've hit a snag with the law. This report has to do with them getting in trouble for not filling some important paperwork, so let's take a closer look. Kurtz, before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. It's a great place to ask questions and learn from each other. So 4Front Ventures, company in the cannabis business, has run into a problem with the Ontario Securities Commission, which is like the police for stocks in Ontario. This problem is significant because it means they can't trade their stocks in Canada right now. The big issue is that 4Front Ventures failed to file some important financial documents on time. These documents include their financial statements for last year, which ended in December, a report explaining those financial numbers, and a statement saying that all the information is correct because they didn't turn these in when they were supposed to. The Ontario Securities Commission issued what's called a cease trade order. Basically, this order stops people from buying or selling the company's stock in Canada. What does this mean for investors? Well, if you're holding 4Front Ventures stock in Canada, you generally can't sell it right now. You also can't buy more shares. This is a big deal because it limits what investors can do with their money. However, there's a little exception. If you own the stock before May 7 and you're not an insider, meaning you don't have special access to company information, you might still be able to sell your shares, but only if you do it through a special type of market. Now let's talk about what this report means for the company itself. First, it's not good. Not turning in your paperwork on time is a sign of trouble. It can mean that the company is having problems with its accounting, or maybe they're just disorganized. Either way, it makes investors nervous. Also, because they can't trade their stuff in Canada right now, it's harder for them to raise money and grow their business. Okay, let's wrap up with my overall thoughts on this situation. The fact that 4Front Ventures couldn't file their financial statements on time raises some serious questions. It makes you wonder if there are deeper problems with the company's management or financial controls. Plus, the cease trade order is really going to hurt their ability to operate in Canada. On the other hand, the cannabis industry is still pretty new and growing fast, so there's a chance it can turn things around. If they can get their paperwork in order and get the cease trade order lifted, they might be able to recover. Overall, I'd say this is a risky situation. There are definitely some warning signs, but there's also potential for a comeback. Investors need to be really careful and do their homework before putting any money into this company. Alright, that's our breakdown of 4Front Ventures' latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.